It's 17 minutes away from 9, breakfast on a Wednesday morning. 13 years ago, Sarah Bond was at a Michael Jackson concert at Auckland's Mount Smart Stadium when he pulled her up on stage and started dancing with her. Now, as you've seen, she is with us now, but what I want you to do first of all is imagine that you were at a Michael Jackson concert. You were lucky enough to be in the front row, and all of a sudden security guards come over to you, lift you over a barrier, and this happens to you.
Just the other night, I thought I heard you cry, asking me to come and hold you in my arms. I can hear your prayers, your burdens I will bear, but first I need your hand, then forever can begin.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Are you almost crying?
It's overwhelming that I was lucky enough to be pulled up on stage out of all those people. I think there was about 20,000 people in the audience, so I feel extremely lucky.
So you were crying when you were cuddling him? Well, tell me about the emotion.
Well, I think I was just overwhelmed, to be honest. Beforehand, when I was pulled over, I didn't really know what was happening. I thought they were taking me to the ambulance because I was a little bit emotional.
Hysterical.
I was hysterical, you could say. And then they started leading me over to the stage and telling me what was going to be going on, and led me up on stage. And from there, everything's pretty much a blur. The only way I remember is because it's on video, really.
Were you half pie thinking, oh, I wish I'd worn a different sweatshirt?
Oh, absolutely. My big baggy jeans and beautiful Adidas jumper, I've got regrets, definitely. And my hair was not in the best of states. They'd been chucking buckets of water on us in the audience because they thought we were hot, even though it was raining as well. So we were just absolutely soaked.
All right, you know some things about Michael Jackson that most people don't know. One of the things you know from that very special moment is that you were the only person that actually heard him singing.
Yeah, I think his microphone was turned off. So, but I continued to hear him singing in my ear, which was very special. And also he smelled.
I was going to ask you what he smells like. That's my favourite question when anyone meets anyone famous.
I get it asked all the time, yeah. He smelled like talcum powder. I believe he had it all over his face. I don't know whether it was to absorb the sweat or what, but that's how he smelled. And one of my good friends, Kirsty, who was with me at the concert, is a huge fan, and she couldn't let go of the jumper. She said it smelled like him.
Where is the jumper now?
I've got no idea. I didn't wash it. I know,
Goodness
it's shocking. It's shocking. I didn't wash it for months. And then I've moved house a few times since, and it's probably in a box somewhere.
So you lost the Michael Jackson jumper.
No, it's probably worth $1 million now.
Did you have any idea at that time, probably not $1 million, but 100,000 I would dare say. Still, never mind, you've lost it. Did you have any idea as 15-year-old that was a moment that you would revisit through your whole life?
Well, I have revisited it. We've got it on video, so every now and then when the family's over, they get me to pull it out and we have a good old laugh, but it's not until now, since he's passed away, that it's become extremely special. And I sort of feel a bit of part of history, really, which is pretty amazing.
Well, because the number of people that can do that have stopped. Now, no one else can experience anything like that.
No, yeah.
How did you know? So we've seen you cuddling him.
Yeah.
How did you know when it was time to stop? What happened then?
Oh, well, the security guard came on, and this is what I was briefed on before going up on stage. They said that as soon as as you get tapped on the shoulder, you must leave. I've seen other footage of other women that are pulled up on stage during that song, because I think he does it in most concerts. And at one comment that someone said on YouTube is that finally a fan that could contain herself, because you watch some women and they grab onto his legs and their fingernails scraping on the floor because they don't want to leave, and I think I was a little bit too overwhelmed.
You were dignified.
Absolutely, yeah.
Dignified.
I held myself together. So.
Having said that, did you pull any part of him off to take with you? Did you get a pocket or
no, I didn't.
A bit of hair?
No, I should have. I wasn't thinking about any of that. I think now I should have grabbed his mic, maybe had a little sing-song with him. I don't know. I think all this now, but at the time...
I've got a funny feeling, Sarah, you might regret that had you done that, because we'd have footage of that which we could play now.
That's true. I think I prefer the footage we've got now. So
just tell me very quickly how you felt when you heard. Where were you? How did you feel when you heard that he had died?
I was on the way to the gym, and it was people were saying he was in a coma, and some people were saying he was dead, and I didn't know what to believe. And I think really it's only kicked in now that that his memorial was on this morning, and it's all been a bit surreal up until now when it's now real, and you watch all his clips and his videos and stuff, and it's just amazing. It's just weird he's gone, which is really sad.
Brilliant. Sarah Bond, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
No problem.
Thanks.
What a great memory to have. What a wonderful memory to have, the smell
Fantastic, isn't it?
of Michael Jackson. It sounds a bit weird.
Talcum
but
powder.